Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of psychology to explore a concept called spin bias. Spin bias refers to a cognitive bias that influences the way we perceive, interpret, and present information. It has a significant impact on decision-making processes, interpersonal interactions, and even how we form our beliefs. In this video, we'll explore the definition of spin bias, its underlying mechanisms, and how it manifests in various aspects of our lives. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Definition and concept. Spin bias, also known as positive bias or positive framing bias, is a psychological phenomenon where individuals tend to emphasize positive aspects while downplaying or overlooking negative aspects when presenting information. This bias can manifest in different forms, such as in personal communication, media reporting, advertising, and even in scientific research findings. To better understand spin bias, let's consider an example. Imagine a company launches a new product that has both positive and negative features. A person affected by spin bias would predominantly highlight the positive attributes of the product when discussing it with others, minimizing or ignoring its drawbacks. This inclination to present information in a favorable light can influence how others perceive the product and make decisions related to it. Underlying mechanisms. To comprehend the underlying mechanisms of spin bias, it's essential to explore cognitive processes that contribute to how we interpret and communicate information. Three significant factors play a role in spin bias. Selective attention. Our brains have limited processing capacity, so we tend to focus on specific aspects of information while neglecting others. Spin bias arises when individuals selectively attend to positive elements and overlook negatives, thus promoting a skewed representation of the whole picture. Confirmation bias. People often seek out and interpret information that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs and values. In the context of spin bias, individuals might emphasize positive information that confirms their initial positive outlook on a subject, dismissing any contradictory or negative data. Motivated reasoning. This refers to the tendency to interpret information in a way that supports our desired outcomes or beliefs. When influenced by spin bias, individuals are motivated to present information in a positive light to reinforce their preferred narratives or objectives. Manifestations of spin bias. Now that we understand the underlying mechanisms, let's explore how spin bias manifests in various aspects of our lives. Media reporting. Spin bias is frequently evident in media outlets, where news stories can be framed positively or negatively, depending on the publication's agenda or the journalist's perspective. This bias can subtly shape public opinions and sway collective perceptions on important issues. Political communication. Politicians and political pundits often employ spin bias to influence public opinion. They may highlight the positive aspects of their policies while downplaying potential drawbacks to gain support and sway voters in their favor. Advertising and marketing. Spin bias is a common strategy used by advertisers to promote products and services. Advertisements often emphasize the benefits and positive experiences associated with their offerings while downplaying potential shortcomings. Interpersonal communication. In personal conversations and social interactions, individuals affected by spin bias might present their achievements, experiences, or even personal problems in a more positive light to create a favorable impression on others. Scientific research and reporting. Spin bias can also influence how scientific findings are presented to the public. Researchers, influenced by various factors like funding sources or professional recognition, might emphasize positive results and downplay inconclusive or negative outcomes. Effects of spin bias. The prevalence of spin bias can have several significant effects on individuals and society as a whole. Biased decision-making. When making choices, individuals influenced by spin bias may overlook critical information, leading to biased and potentially suboptimal decisions. Polarization. Spin bias can contribute to the polarization of society by reinforcing existing beliefs and creating echo chambers where people only encounter information that supports their views. Lack of transparency. Spin bias can lead to a lack of transparency and honesty, as individuals or institutions may intentionally withhold negative information to maintain a positive image. Miscommunication and misunderstanding. In interpersonal relationships, spin bias can lead to miscommunication and misunderstandings, as people may not fully comprehend the true nature of a situation or the emotions of others involved. Impact on health and well-being. Spin bias can affect health decisions, where individuals may dismiss potential health risks or exaggerate the benefits of certain treatments, leading to adverse consequences. Overcoming spin bias. Recognizing and overcoming spin bias is essential to promote critical thinking, objective decision-making, and constructive communication. Here are some strategies to counteract spin bias. Seek diverse perspectives. Actively seek out diverse viewpoints and information from multiple sources to gain a well-rounded understanding of a subject. Engage in self-reflection. Regularly reflect on your own biases and preconceived notions to become more aware of your thought patterns and how they may influence your presentation of information. Fact-checking. Verify the accuracy of information before sharing it with others. Look for evidence and empirical data to support your claims. Embrace constructive criticism. Encourage feedback and constructive criticism from others to challenge your perspectives and foster a more balanced outlook. Stay open-minded. Be open to changing your views based on new evidence and information, and avoid clinging to fixed beliefs. Spin bias is a prevalent cognitive bias that influences how we perceive and communicate information, emphasizing positive aspects while downplaying negatives. Understanding this bias is crucial for making informed decisions, promoting constructive communication, and fostering a more inclusive and open society. By becoming aware of spin bias and actively countering it, we can create a more objective and balanced approach to interpreting and presenting information. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on psychology and related topics. Until next time, take care and stay curious.